This is number 7, Outreach. If truth were known, the McPherson Church probably began its initial outreach program in 1891, when the Old Folks' Infirm and Orphans' Home Association of the German Baptist Brethren was chartered near Booth, Kansas, later called Darlow. Church members supported the annual operating budget to the tune of 30 cents assessed per member. After a devastating tornado, the home would move to McPherson in 1952 and become known as the Cedars. In addition, the church supported several outlying missions, including Bridgeport, West Kentucky, Centennial, and Elyria. In 1919, annual meeting affirmed the church's General Mission Board's recommendation that a tour of the mission fields in foreign lands should be made. J. H. B. Williams was secretary of the General Mission Board and undertook that tour. Williams was born at Bellevue, Kansas, 105 miles straight north of McPherson. In 1901, he graduated from McPherson College after enrolling in its forerunner, the Academy, to study in classes his high school could not provide. He was part of a class which would supply the brethren with 9 ministers, including Frank Crumpacker, pictured here in the middle, the first paid pastor of the McPherson Church. By 1920, after serving as a pastor in Elgin, Illinois, Williams was the Mission Board secretary. Meeting David Betts from Idaho in Oakland, California, along with H.J. Harnley and J.J. Yoder from McPherson, the 4 men sailed for the Orient in July of 1920, beginning a journey lasting over a year. After attending a Sunday school conference in Tokyo, 3 of the men continued on to Korea, Manchuria, China, and India. Betts went back to Idaho after becoming homesick. Travel in Asia was often by ox cart and mule chair. After leaving India, the 3 sailed for Africa to explore it for potential mission areas. However, having contacted typhoid fever in India, Williams experienced a very high fever on the sea going to Africa. He died after reaching Mombasa, British East Africa, and was buried there. The final stained glass window ordered for this sanctuary, entitled The Walk to Emmaus, was given by men of this church as a memorial. Subsequent missions to Africa and Denmark followed as a result of Harnley and Yoder's exploration of the African and European continents. After World War II was over, efforts brought cattle like this to aid war-torn Europe through the Brethren Service Commission. This project was spearheaded locally by J. Crumpacker on the far right from the McPherson Church. Later, this church sponsored refugee families from Russia, Greece, and Vietnam. Other projects over the years included the Christian Rural Overseas Program, McPherson County Food Bank, Pots for the Hungry, and Habitat for Humanity. Also, church members worked at Liebrook and the Cedars, sponsored the Ulster Project, and made school kits. The Diversity Team and Food Resource Bank followed along with many other projects. In 2005 and 2006, the outreach team provided seed money for members who wanted to help with hunger. They grew vegetables, sold rocks, and raised money with many other projects to help hungry people. Helping Haitian people find better and healthier water has been one of the latest projects of this congregation through the Haitian Medical and Water Projects. To date, this congregation has donated over $275,000. And so our outreach continues.